coming out to compete for Envy. And this interview is going to be conducted between myself and you. It's a general conversation. I answer some questions and we'll just communicate from there. The judges are here, but they will not see if you have any questions. So starting out, I want you to tell me who you are.
Well, my name is Turner. I'm from a very small town called Union Springs, Alabama. I currently reside in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm 23 years old. I enjoy doing several things as far as makeup. I enjoy sewing as well. I'm a makeup artist for Estee Lauder and Dillard's in Montgomery. I'm also a beauty advisor. I also am a nursing assistant. So that's a little basic information. I also serve as a MC as well as a show director.
And that is your birth name, correct?
Turner, and I compete under Zyon.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Zyon is a very diverse individual. I like entertaining. I've been entertaining off and on for about 4 years now, competing for about 3. You never know what to expect from Zyon. So he usually expresses his talents in Birmingham and Montgomery. But I don't do a lot of traveling, but hopefully to get into that.
So with that, when you say that you don't really know what to expect, is that a good thing or is that not so good?
Oh, it's always going to be a good thing because I know what it takes to be a king, so I know what a king should do and shouldn't do.
Sounds good. All right, so with that being said, there are a lot of systems that are out, a lot of pageants that take place every day almost. Why is it that you chose to compete for Envy?
Well, from my personal opinion, I don't feel as if Envy has had the privilege to have a reign from a strong king. I have had the opportunity to reign for one sister before, which is Sweetheart International Newcomer, and I'm currently reigning for Malichi Newcomer. I know what comes along with myself. I know I have a strong presence. So one thing no one will ever have to question is who is the current reigning Mr. Envy.
Okay, with that being said, who exactly can you name for me the formers that you will be following?
The formers that I know of is Ashley. I know TNJ was crowned. Ashley had the privilege of reigning, and I also know Jericho from Florida.
Wonderful. So you named a lot of good things that come with Zyon as well as Cordero. Can you tell me how Envy will affect or benefit Cordero as well as Zyon?
Well, what they will benefit from Cordero is the fact that Cordero is very business-minded. So Cordero is going to make sure that Zyon is always intact. What also comes along with Cordero, being that I am a makeup artist, no matter where I am representing Envy, you can always expect myself, as well as whoever my queen may be, to look our best.
Okay. Now, those are things that we can expect from you, but what exactly will Envy do for you?
Well, the only thing I expect from Envy is to do exactly what the contract says. I don't want to ask for anything more or anything less. So when I sign that contract, if I'm fortunate enough to be crowned, I'm going to do everything that's asked of me, and I want to ask the same from you.
Okay. And where exactly do you reside?
Where do I reside? In Montgomery, Alabama.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you haven't done a lot of traveling. Is that by choice, or what's the reason that you haven't done much traveling?
Well, the reason I haven't done much traveling is because of the jobs I work and pretty much in the LASA. But now I'm fortunate enough to have a job where my manager is very lenient. So as long as I give her proper notification, she'll allow me to go where I need to go.
So with that being said as well, you do have the proper transportation and you're financially stable to reign for the system.
Yeah, I'm financially stable as well. So nice girl.
Not a problem. Now, say you are crowned tonight, as I'm sure you hope to be. What exactly can we expect from you throughout your reign?
Well, if I'm fortunate enough to be crowned Mr. Envy, the first thing, I'll be the king. So what you can expect from a king is to simply be a man. So that you will get that from me. I'm always going to look my part. I'm always going to do my part. I'm not afraid to go out and let everyone know who I am, who the Envy system is, what we stand for, what we represent. So what you can pretty much expect is a great spokesperson for 365 days.
One other thing that you mentioned I want to touch bases on, you say you're currently reigning in Fort Malichi City, which is also here, correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you decipher between the two as far as advertisement goes? How do you determine when you're working for Malichi City? How do you determine when you're working for Envy if you work for her?
And if I'm fortunate enough to be crowned, that is a conversation that I will have with both of my promoters. I will try to be equal in my reign. Magic City was before Envy, but I will not make that system come before Envy. So I will, pretty much let them know whenever I'm going to certain places who I'm going to reign for. So if I'm fortunate enough to be crowned when I'm working for Envy, they will see Mr. Envy. And if I'm fortunate enough to be crowned when I work for Mr. Magic City, they will know that I'm Mr. Magic City.
Final question for you. Should there be a conflict between yourself and the system, whether it's because of Malichi or whether it's because of us not exactly knowing what Zyon will give? What is the best way you see fit to resolve conflict between yourself and the system?
Well, I personally feel the only way you can resolve conflict is through communication. So if I have any issues, I have no problem expressing my views to the pageant promoter. So I will simply sit you down and let you know what my views are and see where you stand and see if we can come to a compromise.